It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Throwing to start the drive. Hooker, and incomplete to open things up.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Run past the 30-yard line there. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. This defense for the Jets, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. This one into the hands of Pitts. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Well, they told us that he was just going to be a bear to defend, and usually tight ends are, Charles, but he's no exception to that rule. His 2nd catch of the opening possession, and it gets him a 1st down.
Yeah, and they certainly saw something on his earlier reception. He went back and reported what he found. And one of the things about him, he's like a wide receiver to me, Brandon. He has a great sense of space and understanding where defenders are.
Yeah, we talk all the time, Charles, and it kind of gets cliche about the hands that he has, but really it's the truth. For a tight end, some of the best hands in the game. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Touchdown! Kyle Pitts. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. In motion right is Wilson. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll start on the ground here on first down. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. In motion, Hill. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On play action, now Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
The Jets at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw with Rodgers.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now a first carry for their fullback.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions 16. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there.
With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from drawing level.
Now, Matt. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Off the play fake. Hooker. He finds his man, complete. It's Gibbs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On first down, Hooker.
That's caught left side to tight end Pitts.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll look to throw again. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
4 yards remain for 2nd down.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On play action, it's Rodgers. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Rodgers' throw here going to be caught by Wilson.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. In motion right is Wilson. On play action, Rodgers. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
So now here's the former Lion, Matt Prater, on for the field goal.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Prater's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Hooker sliding out of the pocket. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. Hooker looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
A final shot before break. Hooker escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jets come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Prater for the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
On 1st and 10, Hooker. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Off the play fake. Hooker. He finds his man complete. It's Gibbs. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 1st downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
They'll run on 1st down. Gibbs.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd down. Hooker. He finds his man complete. It's Gibbs. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And 3rd and 8 now.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Hooker. And this is going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they're back within a touchdown at 17-10.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter, look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Kirby Joseph there to drop him. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. Finding space at the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
In motion right is Wilson. On 2nd down and 4. Rodgers. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Rodgers. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On the give, this is their fullback. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. Throwing is Rodgers. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
87 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw him through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Jets are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead.
Extra point good by Prater. And the lead now up to 14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You've got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 18 Rebel, 18 Rebel.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hooker. He finds his man, complete. That's Gibbs.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And able to pick up the 1st across midfield to the 47. Off play action. Hooker rolling to his right. He's airing it out for Williams. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
And some room to work. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 68 yards.
And the Jets are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
Prater for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Off the play fake. Hooker, he'll buy some time right. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Back to throw. Hooker. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them.
Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Jets have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th.
Extra point good by Prater. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
58 for Mike, 58 for Mike.
Off play action. Hooker. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Trayvon Diggs, usually known for interceptions. Here, he gets the sack.
I know nowadays they give a lot of guys different things when they get to the sidelines after creating a big play, but just throw a cape on this guy because he single-handedly ended multiple drives. Interception earlier, sack on third down. Really? Should have a better game plan installed for how to contain him because he's affecting this game in so many ways.
Oh, he's got his tight end Pitts complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence and made it happen.